Okay, we're gonna blog talk this trip. We're gonna go live. We're gonna head on in as we is. Yep. December 8th. Heads up, eyes open, and fist clench.
There you go. Okay, you ready?
Ready. Heads up, eyes open, and fist clench. Y'all know who this is. Now we do this, y'all. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode of Free 'em All Radio here, Intellectual Radio. Y'all can get in with us on 708-223-8953. I am self-critical. For getting in late to y'all. But quality time outweighs quantity time. Quality time outweighs quantity time. That's what it is, y'all. The spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Y'all let them know that we are live and direct coming to them. You dig? So it was cold outside. If you can't crack the windows for a minute, just holler out the window. Let them know, hey, it's on. It's on. So whatever time zone you on, to chairman got in a little late, y'all. But we here. Spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history. Got a lot to catch up with, you dig? In fact, I don't think we never really dialogue since pre-IRD day. Again, pre-IRD day. We got some issues with the blog talk, so let everybody know, y'all. The blog talk is down. In fact, actually, it's supposed to be technically off after this December 31st of this year. So give us any ideas y'all got. We want to get a podcast. The best way to also generate some funds, some resources. The best podcast you think we should go with? You know what I'm saying? Brother Trustee Miguel Jones in the building, free them all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Right back at you, no doubt about it. Ray Brownski, I think I see you watch right on. I gotta holler at you too, what something. I forget what it was. I'm catching up. I ain't had no coffee yet. I mean, ripping and running. Just got back in to who was this interview tomorrow? I literally just got back in. Who we moved so much, I'll be forgetting where I'm at. Last move, St. Petersburg, Florida. For the case of the Uhuru 3. Chairman Omar Chatelli, African People's Social Party, Pinhouse African People's Solidarity Committee, and forgive me, y'all, I'm trying to get other forces' name on the case, but it was the Uhuru 3 there. Yesterday, the case been going on quite some time, and subsequently, got you can see the energy coming out at the courthouse yesterday, and I'm gonna post a website, and they were subsequently given, I forget how many hours of community service, but I had to leave right back out. But I'm saying, it was some phenomenal energy there. We'll go through a list of some who's who that was on deck in solidarity. You know what I'm saying? In regards to this, you did. So I just got back in from that. It was yesterday. Prior to that, I just come back in. We just come back in. Let me be very clear with that. I never want to, we just come back in from going inside Fishkill prison in New York. I just came out from the New York prison. I feel weird, so I was excited to go to prison. And I'm telling you, I have not landed yet. This was part of a program, Cool Hands Film. Forgive me, Miss Madison O'Leary. She reviews these films, and one of the films that she was able to take into the prisons and review. Yeah, one of the films that she's able was Judas and the Black Messiah inside the prison. Watch the movie Inside the Prison. I still can't get over it. You know what I'm saying? And add to that, and I got the call, so this can't be happening. Add to that, you had Shaka King, director of Judas and the Black Messiah, on panel with us. Daniel Kaluuya, and a lot. He brought a lot. It was, phenomenal energy, phenomenal panel. He did. Cassandra Grish, she had touched down with us there also. Yes, indeed. Daniel Kaluuya says a number of things, but even the physical toll it took on his body. And we talked, he said he never revealed that. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot, I think he says, I forgot the details, but the impact on his body. I forgot that, I recall even other cast members talking about the scene when he was betraying Chairman Fred, when Chairman Fred was released we said unleashed from prison and welcome home. And he was speaking. They said Daniel, he is zoned out. He was hitting that podium so hard. They said like his hands was bleeding, everything. He didn't recall the details about that. And it was a lot of, we were really fortunate. We said the word dream team. There's still, still connecting communication to this day. We're really fortunate, you know what I'm saying? Because you see the dynamics just in the general society. And you start talking the different dynamics of the history of the music industry, Hollywood, and you know what I'm saying? I can never devalue the importance, the significance of all these forces. And I'll be asked questions. Well, how did this happen? How did this? It was so the timing, how we connect the struggles. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, we want to talk about this. We want to romanticize. I tell you, I don't romanticize revolution. I don't romanticize everyday life, but even the struggles were necessary. To get to the stage in the game. And again, it's an ever developing relationship. It's a ever developing educational to provide for people. In fact, I got a letter from the prison yesterday. In fact, I was rushing. I meant to bring the letter with me from prison. I meant to be one brother. He said it'd be released in 3 years. His sister gets out. Excuse me. His sister is going to move to Chicago, ironically. And I was like, I was on pins and needles. I said, this ain't gonna happen. We're not gonna be able to speak to these brothers, inside the joint. And man, it was something, and it happened. It's happening. It happened and it's happening. We want to up the ante. When y'all get any connections with some programs, whatever, and I'm trying to work on my skills to answer my emails. But inbox me on Facebook so we can get, we can work on getting this, to a prison near you, a school near you. So we had this panel to discuss the whole thing about, the Jews and Black Messiah, which is, again, we were able to place a lot of the Panther Club pills and the applesauce. Paul had some guests in today, and that, they hit me last night, and I tell people to be emotional. Man, we're going to do this, and this is happening right now. And I get a million calls a day. A brother called me the other day and said, man, Chairman's little brother, his father's locked up, and he needs somebody to talk to. I said, tell him to call into the show. And it's not that I'm struggling with myself. A lot of times I could be just moving like I remind myself I'm a Panther Club. I'm not an octopus. To centralize our struggles, you'll be surprised. Like even at the prison, brothers asked me before we presented, brothers asked me some questions. I said, well, say that question. Say hold that question to them for us, so we can. You'll be surprised how we can, we can relate with off of each other, And there was a case supposedly talked about today, and they supposed to show it up. So we'll see. I tell you, I get 9,900 some calls in the morning before 10 a.m. in the morning, and I tell them, okay, well, meet me here. So meet me at the courthouse for your case. You'll be surprised how much fat get cut from the meat. You'll be surprised how much fat get cut from the meat. Just by telling them, just we'll fight for you. We'll just help me help you. Because again, as Minister European said, without the people, revolution is impossible. Even when you're dealing with, dealing with the people, dealing with contradictions. It's you got to come in objective, and I'm not the romanticism, because a lot of times different dynamics happen. I can relate to the old axiom and say, I think it was in Africa. It's the old axiom from Africa. Everyone is not against slavery. Some just want to hold a whip. Everyone is not against slavery. Some just want to hold a whip. So we're gonna be talking a number of different things, y'all. Again, we just to my we're having in St. Petersburg, Florida, the Uhuru 3 case. Also, we're talking about what else we got? Going inside the prison. Yeah. Fishkill prison. We went inside there and just, I'm still, as what Chairman Fred said, too proletarian, revolutionary, intoxicated to be astronomically intimidated. In other words, too high up the people to be shook up. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Philadelphia in the bill. I just left. Just seen Pam Africa. I'm just Gabriel Bryant, a brother who's consistent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, consistent. Right on, man. Free them all, love, respect. Let me see. I can see some of these comments y'all saying too. But let me also we got some pressing campaigns as we always do, and we're gonna be giving you a lot of things. We haven't had the opportunity to talk about what happened December 4th, the 55th year after the assassination of Chairman Freedom Defense Lamar Clark, International Revolutionary Day. The good, the bad, and ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Again, when we talk about dynamics, how people say sometimes we'll see the leather jackets and the, you know what I'm saying, and the berets and romanticized. Was present day, you'll see the Cubs, and the Panther vests, and the Apple hats, and say, "Oh man, that's really a beautiful event." But there were a lot of contradictions that occurred. A lot of contradictions that occurred this past December 4th. A lot of pus was brought up out of the soil. And this is necessary in struggle. I can't tell you people I talk to. So I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to hear that. And I say, unless you're in a position of power that you can just negate these contradictions. We have to acknowledge these contradictions. I used the knowledge. In fact, I said at the movie screen the other day. In fact, not the movie screen. Daniel Kaluuya has said, due to the pandemic, he said that we were unable to have a premiere of the movies. There was unable to have we actually never. Because I remember when the movie was being filmed, we discussed. I mean, some of the cast members said, "Chandler gonna come in this uniform." They told the red carpet, the big premiere, the movie theater, the movie, everything was talking about it. And again, mind you, this is pre-pandemic, so there was no actual premiere for the movie. And that impacted a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how it was going to be shown, which venue, which, because even the politics of being able to have it on a big screen was imperative. Was important. It was important. So, but Daniel Kaluuya has said, this is our premiere right here. He said this is where it's supposed to be at, inside the prison. I mean, mind you, we sitting inside the prison in New York, and it was, and I said, man, and you talking about the in-depth questions and discussions that happened with the movie. It was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got some letters, some feedback already. And we want to carry this on other places. Like schools, communities. But we want to seize the time. I know just even getting the schedule together. It was not something I don't take lightly. So we want to make sure y'all let's put the word. Let's work on that. Let's build something like getting this. This movie we said the movement continues. The movie continues. This wasn't a one-hit wonder. And certain classics like outside the Italian community, it's about the Godfather. In fact, just I think the big anniversary for was it the 50th? Year anniversary of the movie The Godfather. But we want the Judas and Black Messiah to be ongoing. And in fact, I was talking to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's his daughter was in Africa, and she was talking about this, the impact to be able to get that out, and not just with not the value, but that of the documentary. The documentary plays a role, but a lot of times you gotta, I guess, that entertainment dynamic to aspect of it, without compromising the political integrity of the forces, respective forces we're talking about, without compromising that. And that's a balancing act that, that you have to be fortunate to grasp certain forces that at minimum respect the politics. You have to respect that, I'll hold, okay, right on. Hey, I'm gonna hold you to that. It's okay. Let's put the fillers out. I can let's find a place, a venue. Let's set it up. So I'm connected to because the team. Let's make it happen. We want to say, hey, let a million flowers bloom. Let a million flowers bloom. So again, let's put together a whole a tour, the Judas and Black Messiah tour. But matter of fact, I might want to. I was even saying, because she does these other films she screens, so it might be better too that we keep them other films too. Then so it's kind of inclusive with other films, because sometimes you come to with that direct Judas and Black Messiah, because like, whoa, you know what I'm saying. But so you might want to like even with the film series, you know what I'm saying. Do that right on. Oh, hey, let's seize the time, because you got to the scheduling, because like even with this, it was like bing, bing, bing. Daniel Kaluuya, whose resume includes Widows, Get Out, what's the other film just did just recently? Just this something else he's working on. And Shaka King, all these forces, got a million things going on. So let's seize the time. Let's seize the time. No doubt. Fremont, sis. Fremont, hey, get well, sis. I know you was, man. You was dealing with, you was had surgery. You on our hearts and minds. Fifi, get well. Let me say this too. This is Nyoka. I don't think I've been on air since we got word about your grandmother had passed. We say Black Panther, y'all hear me? Black Panther Party, Cub, and community condolences. Some other, I'm moving so fast. Also, got the word today. Velvet, my family on my maternal side, but to our whole family, to the Watkins, but to Tanya, to the family, but Tanya Deborah, in fact, I just was touching down south not that long ago, but our condolences, so we say club and community condolences, you dig, and I'm working on trying to get down that way. And I said I was trying to sit right here. I committed myself not to be going nowhere. I'm gonna do a little vent right now too. I had committed. I said when I get back here, Mike Africa Jr. was on me. And he's like, we had like this. I tell him we had this sharpening of each other. Like I said, it's like a friendly competition. I say, he has struggled with me. Say, man, Cham, I know you moving around, but you got to get on top of this. This can't raise these resources for this. I said, okay, I see you guys. I'm wanting your inspiration, bro. And I said, when I get back from this St. Petersburg, Florida, the Rural 3 case, and I get back, I'm sit down. I'm not moving nowhere. My birthday coming up. We go to the People's Ball, which we even politicized that. I said, I'm not going nowhere. Here I am right now trying to figure out how I'm gonna get down south for my cousin's funeral services. But the deal is, I tell you, I live out of suitcase, and it's humbling. And we was talking about doing every year we had an annual People's Ball. We politicized that, the birthday party. And we said to do it one day on this one, and then we're gonna do a weekend, 2 days, 28th and 29th, because it's 29th. Last minute I get notice, hey man, we might get bounced out on the 28th. So we get word to the venue, we might can't do it. And the cast, tripping. We like, hold on, man. This is my birthday. I say, it's a servant. You know what I'm saying? And and you have to find yourself. You have to back up. You can't explain it to a lot of people. Like and it's not that you crying the blues or you ego tripping about it, but that point of sacrifice, it's humbling to remind yourself. I use the knowledge of a woman. No matter how articulate she is, she can never explain to us, the man, about labor pains. You know what I'm saying? But you want us to respect it. In the struggle, we as revolutionaries, you know what I'm saying? You have to, people can never grasp, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? And you have to grasp that and get to point to listen, at minimum, respect it. Respect it. World 3 case. What else? We're gonna talk about I know it's not the things happening in the news or what's happening. This county, I'm gonna touch on this. The Madison, Wisconsin, and even I'm watching the response to even the case. I think the young girl was 14, 15, and the politics of that. The responses and about the school shooting, and they say even the ruling class is more kind of back. And they say some people's comment how President Biden didn't make an actual statement how normalized it's become within, even within the ruling class. But you cannot, even the different dynamics of how everything from drug usage to violence, how the race contradiction, how it's viewed. I'm hearing different assessments in regards to, of course, we impact, condolences go out to. I can't remember the count how many people get. They said the girl that shot people in the school, how people were murdered in the school. But I'm thinking back to what was the school? I wrote this poem called "No Presidents Cry for Me." It was a response of U.S. President Barack Obama. Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Sandy Hook, Connecticut. When these white children at the school shooting, and I recall the image of U.S. President Obama, like tears in his eyes, and I'm listening to the dialogue today where people are talking about the different children. They're talking about how this young girl And I don't be respectful. Be hesitant. It was a big thing. People debating whether she identifies as a man. They were selling the different dynamics on the reports, and it was going through social media. But it was even the reporters, the narrative of how her parents divorced when she was 2 years old, how that could have impacted her. Then her mother remarried and got another divorce, and the analytical dissecting of how this could have impacted her life as a divorce. Now I'm listening to individuals reporting this who never even reported about those in our respective community, in particular Black community, but colonized communities in general, who in many cases are not even familiar with a term such as divorce. I mean the whose fathers been locked up or been forced into DCFSs in one way or another. And I'm listening, and I'm listening to the details. They got the research of at least like acknowledging that there's some principal contradictions or some other contradictions that this can be a blanket indictment of criminalizing or subjected to this individual. What around this person, and this is in every aspect. I'm don't care you talking about the food. When you be talking about our diet is how we eat, and without any acknowledgement. I'm saying what type of slop is saturated through our communities? The music industry. What I'm saying? These individuals. But what happened to other communities? I'm listening to the individual that they talking to divorce. How this could have impacted her as a child. Her parents being divorced. I'm like, dig that. So we're gonna talk about that. Your input, your thoughts. Also the case in New York, on the subway in New York. Forgive me, brother, Penny. The morale, and I say these different dynamics. This is important for them. So it's important that when you have a discussion, like I tell people, I say you say, well, when you make an assessment, the weather, time, all these, especially to my politics, so you say, well, this person said this statement when, okay, this was doing, who was president during it? You're doing Nixon era, Kennedy era, Clinton, Trump. That's important to put that in context. This choking to death, this murder of this brother on the subway. The individual, make sure, Penny's right. That's the one who did the choking. Was a Marine. And even in the armed forces, between the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, the dynamics of the Marines, like the politics of how other armed forces say, the distinctiveness, like, oh no, that's a Marine, like you're talking about the camaraderie, the distinction, the camaraderie, right on. Okay, Jordan Neely, right on, sis. Jordan Neely, who was murdered. And the narrative, and we have murdered so many ways. And I'm talking about, I said, we don't talk about and it's like I had trouble with, I was speaking on the panel, and someone said, well, whether the police kill us or so we kill each other, it's the same thing. I said, no, I can't roll with that narrative. It's a different dynamic. It's, what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic. I tell people, if you be honest with yourself, you hear somebody on the streets, man, you heard a little Joe just shot such and such. It's a certain, response you may have. I'm going to handle that. You know what I'm saying? What the police done, what the politics of a Marine, they know that the politics of being trained and sanctioned by the state is to kill you and re-kill you. And a present day example, the arrogance we're talking about doing with George Floyd's body right now, still murdering them. Right now, I think that it was submitted to the Supreme Court by Chauvin, who you literally see him with his knee on George Floyd, to murder him. But the audacity to even get that discussion, even had all the discussion. Forgive me, y'all. I'm kind of going through different cases. Stick with me. We're gonna take it. It ain't gonna be no fork in the road. It's gonna meet up. Chauvin to put emotion. There's attorneys to put emotion about exhuming the body, going back and retest George Floyd's body chemicals, whatever, still implying that it was not Derek Chauvin's knee on him that murdered George Floyd. Aside from continuing to sully someone's legacy, but again to re-indict you, you think back in the case of Rodney King, who was beat by LAPD, and the verdict came out in Simi Valley with the LAPD pigs that you should. And mind you, this before social media was even happening. When the camera that filmed them, beating them, but the district attorney's opening remarks in the case in Simi Valley was to the juries when before you watch the video, do not believe everything you're about to see. That was the opening remarks. Do not believe everything you're about to see. They're about to show you this video. Do not believe it. And see, in politics, and power, it makes you have a reason, in power and resources. Like you can be, you can be hungry. You can make say, well, I can make logic out of this. Maybe this is something else. Like this is somehow, a way of, you can legitimize it. You know what I'm saying? In the ruling class, one of the aspects of being a colonizer, those in control, is so whatever you do, whether it be selling the narcotics, the initial human traffickers. I'm talking about that slavery, whatever dynamic. It can legitimize. You say, well, okay, and then after a while, it takes you start the narrative. Go, well, okay, I can see that. You start twisting around. I think back, they would have us locked up sometime in the police station so long. We would start having these discussions about dream sandwiches. Yeah, hey, Sale, what you eating? Sale, such so what you got down there? Man, it'll be cool. I'm breaking down my dream sandwiches, and that sufficed and it kind of kept some of us alive to be able to even get an actual meal. But it's a problem when you start. Say you go outside in the outside community, and you run into other people. You want this dream sandwich? Like, man, now it's illogical. So when I say the politics of nothing else, it helps maintain your sanity. To say, even if say, well, this is happening, and I'm not, the reason why this is happening is not because I'm a Virgo or a Scorpio or a Capricorn, or because God doesn't like me or something I did wrong. They have a political analysis, a history. Say, what's the dynamics of this? How has colonization worked in the past? What's the history of the media? Why is it important on who controls the narrative? Why do people always say it doesn't make a difference who talks about it? Like this past December the 4th, there were consistent attempts to hijack the legacy of Chairman Fred and the Defense Captain Mark Clark and the Black Panther Party. Consistent attempts. And we hide those contradictions when people say, damn, it didn't make no, why wasn't his family? Why? I told some individuals, I say, this doesn't seem odd to you? People, at the Gene Siskel Theater, they had a big showing of the movie on a documentary of the murder of Fred Hampton, and I'm intentionally, I'm sitting throughout the whole process, and it could have been say a first timer would seeing this, you would think he had there's no context of the struggle continuing. That's known he had a biological son. His wife was the widow, the comrade that covered down over him, and this is a part, again, of wiping out or whitening out history. And so a lot of people say, well, it doesn't make a difference. No, the narrative, that's why, it's so much information. I get my issues with social media, but it's so much information that had not social media been present, believe me, what's going on in the music industry? Believe me, you would have a whole different narrative. Look at the lack of even you. There's no, if you don't really know, like have a inkling, what I'm saying, about the music industry. The average person has no thought about the Sir Lucian Gracians or the Clive Davises. You just think it's just a bunch of Negroes running around, running amok. You know what I'm saying? So the narrative, like, even the dynamics of COINTELPRO, which was the Black Panther Party, other you hear people telling this narrative. Well, the movement just died away, or internal agenda issues destroyed the Black Panther Party. Man, negating. You know what I'm saying? The COINTELPRO, the vicious war that's waged, you know what I'm saying? And the continuous war. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because what it does is not only it comes in, it obliterates, it maligns, and it raises up. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need to be cognizant of too. They will raise up. If it's a vacuum or void, they say, okay, here, take this. You know what I'm saying? And your pores are open, and before you know it, you're like, well, okay, this dream sandwich, I have, you know, you don't have no actual meat. No, in order to sell a dream sandwich, or really, in our case, the nightmare meatloaf, to get it to you, you gotta starve you though. You know what I'm saying? See, nobody could have sold us the thought of a dream sandwich had we had options of food. So you deprive people. You know what I'm saying? There's no mention of the Black Panther Party Cubs. You know what I'm saying? You deprive them. After a while, you start feeding them. You say, okay, well, I can see, well, that is this. It does say sandwich. It's like in the movies you see the mirages. You know what I'm saying? You hungry, so your ghetto boy said, my mind playing tricks on me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forgive me. I know I'm missing some comments over Instagram. Forgive me, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Some of y'all comments over here. And you start to see, you know what I'm saying? And you lose the ability to distinguish, you know what I'm saying, what's real and what ain't. But back to science, the dynamics of how, and even the state sanction, to my Jordan Neely and Marine murdered him, Penny, add insult to injury. The vice president to be Nance, they invite him to see to this official game, official ceremony. See, politics, time and location, where you at, you know what I'm saying? It's one, all this, it's important is to say who, what, when, and where. And that state sanction to make it official. It, you know what I'm saying? It just like you recall that when the United States and Iraq, I think in particular under U.S. President George Bush Senior's tenure. I remember hearing hearing these words. I was like, wait a minute. They referred to U.S. weapons as peace missiles, peace bombs. But technically, and then it came out that Iraq has somehow the same, like the similar, like you had these different helicopters, and you start like like this, you start studying the dynamics, you'll be surprised. Like, wait a minute, they got the same drugs from this person, and that was big, the Iran Contra affair. You know, the same weaponry. Like, who they buy this from? You start seeing it because that's big business. War, you know, so you believe, I mean, that's big business. War, you know, so, hey, you can get man, you can't, the casualties, the medication, the false healthcare. We don't care healthcare. All these different dynamics. They're taking over countries, even if you quote unquote lose. If they come, the benefactors, you know what I'm saying, the ruling class, you know, it's something else with that. But the U.S. they referred to as peace missiles. And I forgot what it was, Iraq. And it came out, they were shooting the same weapons, the weapons back, and they referred to Iraq as Scud missiles. And I remember dialogue with this cat. I was like, well, how are they different? I said, they technically, I mean, if you telling me this is, how is this? Okay, this is 1978. This is Chevy Impala. You have a Chevy Impala. Why is yours called a getaway car, and this is called a cruiser? Cruising. You know, what's the, you know, that. And I remember this guy would come on trying to articulate, you know, saying, well, blah blah blah. I said, no, but they're telling you this is the same weaponry, and that comes into that. See, you coming in from a deficit if you're the underdog. You're coming in from a deficit because again, the power to define, and you have to struggle. The Black Panther Party, we fight for the minds and hearts of the people. That's why we struggle with our terms. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, someone in the community, they're not a dope fiend or a strawberry or hype. They're demoralized. And I was an interview with Minister UEP New was talking. It was at the Penthouse, and a reporter kept on asking. The reporter kept on. Forgive me, Instagram. I missed some of y'all questions. If y'all pop back up, I'm gonna touch on the questions also. The reporter kept on saying the Viet Cong, Viet Cong, Viet Cong, and Minister UEP New was he said the Vietnamese people do not reference themselves as the Viet Cong or the VCs. So the Vietnamese people. And see, like you look in a movie called Black Hawk Down, they're talking about the skinnies. These are Somalian people, you know what I'm saying? Even to talk about the pirates, this is intentional propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So you hear Marine, you know what I'm saying? So you look at Penny different. You follow what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jordan Neely, you know what I'm saying? And the whole the man, the Marine, the politics, they can feel. I mean, they I mean, the whole thing, death chokeholds, all this. These are in particular. No, this ain't just no regular patrol officer. You know what I'm saying? The Marines, the dynamic of that, and you know what I'm saying, and from the murder, and also how you know what I'm saying, the bystanders, the viewing it, how you know I was like. You become immune to it, you know what I'm saying? And then to add on to that stamp of approval, that USDA stamp, from the top representatives, the top shot callers. I'm talking about you from the president, the vice president of the big kahuna of capitalism, taking you out officially, you know, to seal it. Talking about a number of different things, y'all. Also, was pressing. I don't have the number right here. I want somebody to post this number up here. We got to get these call-ins going down for one of the most charismatic representatives of the Black Power movement in the 60s, and a brother who had made tremendous impact throughout the world, but in the West End in Atlanta in particular. I'm going to Atlanta, and a student came. I think she came with Spelman. And I was speaking to Atlanta some years back. I said, "You familiar with Imam Jamil Al-Amin?" She said, "No." I said, H.R. Brown, you know. I said, "Dig that." But she was talking about, you know, how degrees she getting out, you know, how well learned she is, you know, how much sheepskin she got. I said, dig that. I said, I ain't got a lot of sheepskin. This before I got my doctorate, you know what I'm saying? I say I got a lot of, you know, I see that Black Panther leather. I said, so I say, but for you to be in Atlanta and not know who H.R. Brown, Imam Jamil Al-Amin is, I say, man, not only is you committing the crime unto the institution that embolden you. You know what I'm saying? They also complicit with the crime. On today's flyer, Imam Jamil Al-Amin, you can see the impact on his jaw. How old is Imam Jamil? Is he 83? And it's, you know, man, who has been targeted? They have made laws. They had a law called the H.R. Brown Law. H.R. Brown Law. Well, basically saying if you spoke across state lines, someone up, and they can charge you with a case, on and so forth. Charismatic. This is from you talking about James Brown. He, man, forces such as then H.R. Brown. Hey man, you told him you better go back to the studio with that garbage. He came back out to I'm Black and I'm Proud. We have to press these phone calls, these campaigns about Imam Jamil Al-Amin. The numbers on the top flyer. Excuse me. The numbers on the top of the flyer. So again, post call him. His Bugner is I think the population about 800, and it's a health facility. I think the calls are calling be playing. Yeah, I guess it's more. So they somebody. I think there's somebody recently. I mean, talking about R. Kelly's case being in Bugner, transfer to Bugner, but we definitely would want Imam Jamil Al-Amin free. Back with our, you know, with the community. But in the meantime, in the interim, we're pushing for call-ins. Able to get treatment. But I said also the calls. I believe I saying they be moved to Butner. Do your research on Imam Jamil Al-Amin, H.R. Brown. Phenomenal force. You know what I'm saying? Committed sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And look at forces. And it's not only how it impacts. You may say, well, man, again, I think 83, 84 years old, I think. But you look at how how it reflects how our community, our people are viewed. There was discussion about pardons and stuff. I mean, I'm trying to get his name, so many other names in, and this is a time when the facade of so-called justice. You seeing the nepotism and the patriot, who knows who, not with our law, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be the Bidens, whether it be Trump, whether, you know what I'm saying, whoever it be, whether it be Democrats, Republicans, the Union of Confederate, even discussing about pardons. You seeing, so what the representatives of the ruling class are up front, like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and there's no front about their respective community, their respective people, those who work in their interests. And it hurts. I talk to people who don't even know who H. Rap Brown is. Let's know him taking a stand and fight for him. Don't even know Imam Jamil Al-Amin, who that is. Who that is. And it's embarrassing. We live in the record free on my radio spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Y'all feel free to call in at 708-223-8953. Blog Talk is down right now. We're experiencing some political, technical difficulties. But we're going to be working on getting a podcast. And also, again, okay, Courtney Harris, I'm going to hold you to that and everybody else. We're going to get this tour running about the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Find a venue, an institution that help bring us there. You know what I'm saying? A film show. We just showed the movie inside the prison. That's and at the bottom of today's flyer in that corner right. That's the movie. That's us showing the movie. So you have something that can help the man right now. Okay, Chairman, with you. Yeah, we I don't know if my correspondence, so we still been corresponding with him. I don't know if it, so get to him what the case. I'm not sure if it's been getting to him. We have to keep that pressure on, saying, getting them relocated too. Okay, well, I came in a little late, y'all. So I know we're gonna count down. So we touched on a number of different things. I know so let me know if it's something I missed that we want to retouch on. Give us a heads up, y'all. We're gonna be on Carl Nelson show soon. Excuse me. Hey, this 55th is still going on. It's been nonstop. Been nonstop. 55 years nonstop. We gotta keep on rumbling, y'all. Keep on rumbling. So we're gonna club out shortly. But let us know. I know it touched on a number of different things, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure we press those call-ins in regards to the man. Keep the case of Linda Peltier still flood them. People say, well, ain't no sense asking pushing for no pardons or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shake up the class piece, you know what I'm saying? No doubt about it, Pastor David. The church, no doubt about it. Yeah, church needs to show it, no doubt about it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The church, this needs to be in the churches, the mosques. This is not something that can be relegated to, oh, it's that black stuff. Man, this is, our communities, man, our people, you know what I'm saying? Humanity. Real talk. Real talk. So we gonna get a club about it, y'all. Again, y'all keep these names in case on y'all minds and y'all hearts. And speaking of making it, I know it came in late, bouncing out. We're gonna get in the podcast. Also, we're gonna be doing some. Shout out to Deputy Field Marshal at the Legion. His birthday is Friday, and that's in Maywood. People can call in. There's a phone here at 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. They can call in that way. So that's the Legion. I think at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the Field Marshal Geo his birthday party. Was at the barbecue today, but people said, "Can you be grilling in the cold?" I said, like the people, like our people in Detroit, they don't care, man. You go to Detroit, they'll be on the front porch. You be talking, what you doing? For to cook something? You want something? They go in the kitchen, they go right there. They grilling. I said, I'm with that. So we supposed to do some grilling today, but we get caught up. We're gonna tie it in to Friday. We're gonna do it Friday. So y'all welcome come on through the Hampton House. We're gonna be doing some grilling at the Hampton House pre-birthday celebration. Deputy Field Marshal's birthday at the Legion is it 50th, 9th in Madison, in Maywood. I think you're gonna be able to. I think it's 9 o'clock. I think don't quote me. I think 9 o'clock. We'll be at the Hampton House prior, here in the grill. Free them all, my sister. Free them all, my family. Yes, indeed. Long live the legacy, Spurgeon Jake Winters. No doubt about it. Yes, indeed. I was commenting. I said, man, you constantly learning more and more about the not only legacy of the Black Panther Party. I just struggle in general, And Spurgeon Jake Winters was assassinated November 13th, 1969. His birthday was November 12th. Yeah. 708-223-8953. Forgive me. Chicago Music. Okay, yep, Music Town. 708-223-8953. Yep, my fault. Yes, indeed. Golden Child. Oh, wow. Right on. Oh man, hey, shout out to Golden Child. Hey man, I want him involved for this thing with December 4th. I appreciate you. Let's make sure we keep our connection. I'm trying to work on my emails, but text me. That's the best way. Text me. Yeah, text me. Hey, y'all, this young brother, hey, y'all ain't hit the Golden Child. Get him the Golden Child. Hey, young brother, hey, making some moves. We're gonna have these tiny desk concerts. Tiny desk concerts at the Hampton House. I want Golden Child to come. Matter of fact, tell Golden Child I need him on deck for one. Matter of fact, I want soon. Freedom, welcome to Freedom Radio, intellectual radio.
Freedom, this Mother Camarada, Cool and Jerry.
Freedom, welcome.
I just want to say, can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear, Mother Camarada.
I just wanted to say, I know the phone is messed up. And people were going to call in and talk about Alderwoman Marlene Carter.
Oh, yes.
And she was the
under
the 15th Ward.
Yes.
And she's the one who introduced, and I forget what year.
Yes.
Do you remember, Chairman? But she introduced.
Was it 90? Was it? I'm gonna say 89 or 90. 1989,
yes.
90.
Yes, she introduced a piece of to be voted on by City Hall to make. Was it December 4th?
Yes.
December 4th, Chairman Fred Hampton Day. That was presented to City Hall, and Daley Jr. was the mayor, right?
Yes.
And it was submitted, and we had took buttons up in the City Hall, and had picture Chairman Fred on there, and it says Chairman Fred lives. Long live the spirit of Chairman Fred. We passed it out to everybody, and it was a beautiful thing. It was almost a unanimous vote, but it passed. It had gone through committee, and the Fraternal Order of Police started calling the aldermen that night and tell them they got to turn their vote back. Now, it's already passed in committee, so this was unheard of. Come back the next day, they got it. It's stuck in committee, and it's still probably stuck in committee to this day. But Alderman Marlene Carter courageously put that forward, and you'd be surprised the two people that didn't vote for it.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised. They were known as progressives. One had I'm not getting my dates mixed up, Emma. One had
I'm thinking because
disappointment, and the other one just walked out on the vote. But it was a unanimous vote, and Marlene Carter couldn't get elected to nothing after that. Well, she moved down south, and we got word from Brother Will Crosby that she passed on December 4th. December 4th of this year. And she was a hard-working sister. She came out of University of Illinois, Chicago campus. But Sister Marlene Carter, long live her spirit. Our condolences to her family, her friends, her relatives, and people that was downtown and witnessed that courageous fight. I want to say something real quick about Imam Jamil Al-Amin. And I just want to say I met him for the first time face to face. And this year, there were 2 schools where students had been murdered, assassinated by the National Guard. The first one was Kent State, where a bunch of white students got shot down because of demonstrations. Another one was at Jackson State, Black College, where a bunch of students got shot down because of demonstration. All the attention was on the Kent State students that got shot up. And I met Imam Jamil Al-Amin, H. Rap Brown, who inspired a lot of people with his fiery words, his brilliance. And I remember when I met him, everybody was talking, checking. He's off on the side, checking people out, seeing what they were saying, what they was talking about. He was a quiet, cool brother that paid attention to what was going on, and it came up with a summation. Next time I saw him was on the Phil Donahue show. We were on a panel, and they had told Chairman Fred Jr. to come. He was going to be in there, but they blocked him out of the whole piece. When we was back in that, they had a green room where you go in there and they kind of give you tell you what to say when you get on there and everything. And Imam Jamil Al-Amin was sitting over there in the green room, and he was checking it out because people were talking about the money that they could make off of the doing a story on the death of Fred Hampton, and people were telling me who I should work with, to make this happen. I'm trying to figure out what they had to do with the assassination of Chairman Fred. And Imam, he was just so cool and so smooth, but he made stuff happen. He transferred a whole community in Atlanta that was, it had really been impacted by the attacks on the community, joblessness, terrible living conditions, miseducation. He cleaned it up, you know what I'm saying? And people loved him. And they gave him this bogus charge. And he's right now suffering. And if you would look on Chairman Fred Jr.'s Facebook page, it's a number on there. It's a flyer with the information, a number you could call and, express your concern and demand that he get medical care. And he influenced so many people, not just in the Atlanta area, but all over the world. And he would stand up against, a whole lot of stuff that people don't even know about. Well, I just wanted to get that in real quick. And I want to say this. That was a major move, getting into Fishkill Prison of maximum security. And we still pinching ourselves, say, man, it's great that happened. How many connects they made, how many people they talked to there. And they showed the film Judas and the Black Messiah with Daniel Kaluuya and Shaka Key and Chairman Fred. And a person that coordinated it, she was on the panel too. And it was really great. And Sister Cassandra went. You know what I'm saying? It was just the pictures of it. It's a beautiful thing. And a lot of crazy stuff happened. But contradictions force us to work harder, and we have to heighten them and expose them. I heard so many things that I never heard about what the purpose of the Black Panther Party was. I'd never heard that people that didn't have nothing to do with the Black Panther Party, and people making up narratives about people, what they did that were in the Black Panther parties. But it was a lot of people in the Black Panther Party but everybody wasn't a Black Panther. Keep that in mind. And the next person that tell me, oh, we need to be back in the 60s when everybody was together, I'm not going to cuss at them this time. I'm just going to walk away. I just want to say power to the people. Dare to struggle. We will win. And free them all.
Dare to struggle. We will win. Man, free them all. Revolutionary love and respect. Mother Comrade who was asking the Black Panther Party Cubs advisory boards. Here's up the December 4th committee, which ain't no light thing. I make a joke about it. I said, if you just went to the restroom for a few minutes, I'm telling you, I look at so many different dynamics. I say, man, when you that's what I get my subjective reason about even engaging in the work too. I say, I learn more. You being you. I mean, with the movie Judas and Black Messiah, I was like, wait a minute, who are these? They said we have to have these intellectuals. No, not to negate the importance of reading, but that theory and practice can't nothing beat it. Can't nothing beat it. I'll be experiencing situations like, well, I can see now how they done this. How because you be looking back like, no, there had to be that. I really gotta interview. I gotta make it. We gotta make it happen. Claudette Colvin. Claudette Colvin. I can see the because you be like, well, what you mean she refused to give up her bus at first? Why you don't know about that? When you start, what you mean initially the March on Washington was just the regular Black folks on, and and you start seeing the stuff that go. What you mean that Elvis Presley he just was elevated and made to be the king of rock and roll. Who was Big Mama Thornton, Chuck Berry? He's coming. You start seeing these different dynamics. You involve these. I can see how this shit went down. You have a deeper respect, and when people say, something must be to this. That people go to the effort and work the music industry. Look at I happen to go through some old. I say, man, I was going through some old footage of them old like Mos Def and different artists back. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, look at that. I say, how was they able to even how was it even discussion of a puffball comb? You know what I'm saying? How you could take a talentless ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Raise them up, but see, this is more. This man, U.S. imperialism is way past examples such as because you look at them like Genghis Khan, the Mongolians. Genghis Khan, which when he went through China, he would certain ones of the Chinese community he had to get down on, and then certain ones he raised up, to raise them up, and put them in position, and then up and coming generation come up, they're like, oh man, that's the person. You're like, whoa, no, hold on. They made like you about a football game. You say, hold on, that person. They got you watching. They got a lot of them have complexes. They have all the extra football stuff on. Like they going overboard. You're like, they couldn't be playing the game with all that gear. They can't move around. You know what I'm saying? They going overboard. You start saying, wait a minute. I thought you was that person was not. Was you in the bench, the bleachers? No, you were the cheerleader? No, was you at the tailgate party? No, that person won't even know where. Had a disdain for it. Won't even watch the game on TV. He said, "Okay, that's cool, it's your thing, but how are you the spokesperson?" I'm telling you, I've been in situations. That's why I said we can't take forces such as Imam Jamal Amin, Mother Comrade Cohen Jerry, I'm talking Deborah Johnson. I'm talking about, man, Pam Africa with the Move family, Move organization. You can't take people who were there. You cannot, man, and not just that. The one thing is to be there. You know what I'm saying? You start dancing. Okay, well, where you was at? You know what I'm saying? But we cannot take that for granted. It really have to be critical analysis, and this to the context clues. You know what I'm saying? Again, and be, and then even drop certain for future generations. Drop certain pills, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you gotta restate it because believe me, they gonna come to wipe it. They talking about even the ruling class talking about the concerns they have with AI, artificial intelligence. And it's for listen, add artificial intelligence with some real dumb motherfuckers. You gang gonna be it's some real authentic. It's some authentically. A lot of times people literally don't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? And this artificial intelligence, I'm watching certain things. They with the black. I'm watching, and they take certain stuff, and and they got the images. They can't get that. They can't get that meal all the way down because artificial. It says itself, artificial.
Yeah.
It ain't got that, but you can sell it to people
Yeah.
who never had the real deal meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can
Yeah.
sell it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people who've never seen a woman in their life. I use this analogy all the time. These cats. Let me touch on Marlene Carter, 2 tag team on that before we leave before the show concludes. But the authenticity of, you know what I'm saying, really being clear on definitions. What the Black Panther Party was, what a man is, what a woman is. I know a lot of times you say we don't want to be this, we want to offend nobody, to be vague, but in certain in times of intense warfare, you know what I'm saying, hey, make sure you cross them T's and dot them I's. Even Mother Conrad, you had said earlier that you were trying to make sure which incident you were talking about, and the reason being, a lot of people think this is new about just fighting for the reference in regards to the Chairman Fred, the Fiscal Ahmad Clark, the Black Panther Party. Khalid London then said to me one time, he said, man, oh, you and your mother, y'all be out there in the cold. Y'all, people have told me it's December 4th. He said, man, and when it was unpopular, and there are so many cases. Now you tell people like, damn, Chairman, I didn't know you was like, you know, City Hall. I mean, it was an actual campaign. I'm on the bus. I'm going on the bus. I'm going to visit Mumia Abu Jamal, Russell Maroon Schultz, who's no longer here. You know what I'm saying? Who a hell of a force. And we're getting this campaign to put forward about Chairman Fred. And this is about was it the day or the street? The street, that was a street sign. But that was a street sign. But prior to that, shout out to Bruce and Will Crosby, Pastor Davis said Hal Baskin had supported Marlene Carter. It was the 23rd, I forget which war she had. But this this sister put together, she online with us. We put together, I remember about having it Chairman Fred Hampton Day. And this has been a long campaign. You know what I'm saying? And it's something, I just just even had a discussion about Chairman Fred. But contradictions are necessary because you look at the positions that people take when it's not popular. Because I always say a lot of people are black when it's beneficial, play Panther when it's profitable, and Cubs when it's comfortable. But Will Crosby, I had seen him later on that night at DuSable. The fifth, we're gonna follow up the whole summation on the 55th, y'all. I mean, from Dr. Khalil Ali, the humanitarian in home right, former wife of the late great Muhammad Ali, DuSable Museum, the panel discussion, DuSable Museum, the early that day. I mean, phenomenal events. I mean, the solidarity statements coming in from all over. The brother on the social media, Ernest Krim, phenomenal. Take on social media, Ernest Krim, whose mother was my 5th grade teacher. I mean, man, it's a small world. Mike Africa Jr. for making a connection. What was I saying about I lost my train of thought. Oh, Will Crosby. I bumped into him that night, at evening at DuSable, and he's there like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? The events. He said, man, he said he didn't make it early to that day. He said, man, Marlene Carter, all of them, Marlene Carter had passed. You know, and then, man, this should be some knowledge of her. I mean, it's in City Hall too. All the women, Marlene Carter. It should be some official acknowledgement of her. She man, and for the on December the 4th, I said we still connected. We still connected. And she called heat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's not. It's people. It's like people say, "Oh yeah, they love the Black Panther Party." Shh, man, listen. I'm telling you, hey, the heat that comes with this, you know, man. But long live all on Marlene Carter. Long live Bruce Crosby. I'm just thinking back. It'd be hard. It was good to remember these different dynamics because you need to know that we have a history of resistance. You know what I'm saying? And one that a lot of stuff is not socially documented on social media. 15. She's 15 war past. Okay, 15. Okay.
Was
And
she 15?
Pastor Davis,
Yeah.
you say she's 15, but with that being said, that being said, she's 15 for what? And she this move transcended each ward. This shook up this. I mean,
Yeah.
this shook up City Hall. I'm telling you, it shook it up. It shook it up. Just the mere mention of his name. And mind you, Mayor Daley Jr. was the mayor. I'm talking about that was that. Then we came back later with the campaign and had a street sign named after Chairman Freeman. Oh man, you talking about.
Now, which one was the international news when they was talking about a city? It made international news. Which campaign was that?
I mean, the street sign, I believe. Excuse me. I'll go so far as to say all of them did, but the street sign, the front page, the paper that they get so far, and as you see, like even the time of it was it had some because there was some it was a time and two that everybody, I mean every reverend, I think Hugh Hefner was getting a street sign and said when we say hiding the contradictions, not until you got because people when it's isolated, they say, okay, well maybe you didn't fill out the paperwork. Or maybe or about Chairman being a Virgo or Leo Cubs or this and that. When that street sign came at a time it was back to back. Everybody gets street signs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's what it's like. When you hiding the contradictions, take the vote to the floor. You know, and it was a connection
to the floor. They was stamping so hard, the floor was shaking up there, inside and out of the city hall.
That's when they came. That's when they put the cameras inside the audience area with the city hall. After that, the campaign had the street had the Chairman Fred. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yep. Yep. And even that, it was an attempt to hijack that because they wanted to turn it into. You have to be a registered. Some people print us. It had to be a registered voter to sign the petition.
It's something that.
Man, we wasn't with that.
It's something. Malcolm X said.
And that's right when we was out of town.
Yeah. Yep. That dynamic of self-determination. Man, Malcolm X said even our mistakes belong to us. You know, and it's something how anything that we do. You know, it's like it's kind of like some people say like a relationship, like you ladies say, "Well, I think about this guy until she started dealing with him." These people won't even touch the Black Panther Party. I mean, won't even acknowledge it. No, I mean nothing. And you know what I'm saying? And we want the people to come on support. You know what I'm saying? Support and embrace it. It's the people's thing. But man, one thing about this system and those who identify the system, they think if they come, they conquer. They have to control it. You know what I'm saying? They got to gut it. They're gonna remake a Chairman Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? You open up to it and see the deal is, I wonder myself sometimes. Well, what if because I think it's an initial thing. I think Assata Shakur said, even the most adamant revolutionary would hope things could just work out, as they are. But the deal is, you look at yourself and your impact, how who you like. I mean, people's lives and how if you switch the narrative around, and how a lot of people engage in liberalism, like, well, we all want the same thing, we're going different routes, but it's a different dynamic. If you don't believe me, ask the state will tell you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How is when you hear those stories, and it helps you with your sanity to see the road. Why is it that they want us to know about these forces? You know what I'm saying? And why is it when forces come in who don't even touch the Black Panther Party, don't touch such forces, then they come in and say, okay, well, support that. You know what I'm saying? They said, no, we're going to gut it. We're going to, whether it be the music industry, our movements, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A comedian made a joke about even the different food, even the chitlins, whatever. They're coming in, they're taking us. That's that you can never believe that you are capable of doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? To take your self-determination,
Yes,
and they give you more a shinier, give you more coverage on it, and that can suffice for some arenas. But people who are I've seen those brothers in the prison. We just, I really, man, the impact on them. I'm talking about, man, the discussion. And they even the administration was tripping. We walked through. We sat amongst the prisoners. And the dialogue that happened with them, and I think about even like Judas and Black Messiah, the struggles we went through, the stress for this and stress, and which actually was a lot of damage control we had to do for so much misinformation that people had put out. And we had to come and I look at the impact of why we the fighting for the political integrity of something, like saying no, the Panthers will not shoot first in this case, and we have a discussion with these brothers about this, and I'm seeing even the relating and respecting of and acknowledging how much previous misinformation. Some people say, well, I don't think it should have been that much this much acknowledgement of the agent, William O'Neill. And a lot of times with the ruling class and with the white left, do all to their white left, they gaslight you. They want you to like somebody sees a child in the streets. Don't worry about that. Everything is beautiful. That person does not have your best interest. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be out there running around like Little Red Riding Hood. You know what I'm saying? So when the wolves walk up on your ass, you run around the ding is a doorknob. Like, what's happening? They want to dress up this world of you. You're a king, and you just as long as you know this, as long as you do the right thing, nothing will happen to you. Don't never done a COINTELPRO. I told them, we fought one thing in the movie, not to be this image of the great white hope. So, you know what I'm saying? That, we are capable. We have a history of people still up on our own terms.
Yes, indeed.
And the dialogue, you know what I'm saying? It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? And again, y'all, we want to use this motivation to keep this tour moving, because the 55th is still moving and grooving, y'all. 55 years later, and it's something. I say, man, it's we had a discussion. Matter of fact, I recommend y'all go to this interview. It was an interview. Some things. See, once you address certain contradictions, it's some conversations and some movements that have to happen. Like I think Alcoholics Anonymous said, the first step in addressing the problem is recognizing you have a problem. I got a call yesterday. They said, Chairman, how did that? I seen an interview with you and Santina Jackson. Reverend Jackson's daughter. How did that happen? I said, it came as a result after we had went to they had an event with Chairman Fred, Operation Push, and some people did, and somebody said, well, it's lack of communication. It didn't seem odd. That the Black Panther Party Cubs, we went there. Even prior to that, it was events. Just and you say, wait a minute, why is this intentionally? You know what I'm saying? But we had a nice interview, a good interview. I recommend people go check it out. They're on YouTube. Check the interview out. Santina Jackson show, Chairman Dr. Fred Hampton Jr. But also the ENSO level, which myself, my family, the party was subjected to even prior to the Gene Siskel Theater. Prior to that that was something. I'll let you judge for yourself. People talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting in the same category. The Operation Push. We acknowledge the contradiction. We spoke there. We we moving. But this the Gene Siskel situation. I'm talking again. It's things, dynamics that is really a microcosm of what happens to our people's history in general. Yeah, real talk. We live and direct, y'all. Want to make sure y'all make sure y'all talking about that. Y'all get them call-ins. The man Jimmy Al-Amin, formerly known as H.R. Brown.
Right on.
Yes, indeed.
Right on. And Freedom All, Chairman Dr. Fred Hampton Jr. Power to the people.
Freedom All, Mother Comrade. We appreciate you. Represent love and respect. The 55 years. I go through battle fatigue sometimes, but I got some real models. I like to use that term as opposed to role models. Real models. I look up and say, damn. I think about, I was complaining to myself. I said, damn. I said, ain't fucking with this damn Frontier Airline. No ever. I said, I'd rather ride a horse and buggy. That was a trip from here. I went down to St. Petersburg, Florida for the Uhuru 3 cases. I sat back and thought. Like literally last night, I think about what the man Jimmy Lalaming's going through right now. You know,
Yes.
with Abu Jamal, what they're going through. You know, and it's not that it's important to put stuff in context because you be in your own isolation sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But to put stuff in context, you know, and we have a duty, we have a responsibility. You know what I'm saying, to make sure we don't forget about these forces. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we
you're right.
and, you know what I'm saying, and we keep on fighting for them, y'all. Right. We're gonna club on about it, y'all. It's been an honor. It is an honor. It ain't over. The beat goes on. Keep your heads up, eyes on the fist cleanser. What's the call? Free them all, y'all.
Free them all.
Free them all. Thank you, my brother.